So your founders, you were able to connect with by appealing to what they lacked and what they wish they had when they were younger and in that stage of their journey. On the other side, for these emerging leaders, these students, new talent that wants to connect with these founders, where did you find and onboard your first, let's go way back to the beginning, your first 100 users who are like, yeah, I'll buy into this idea. Let's sign up for this platform.
I think what's really important on both sides is that Ravina and I took it very personally. So at the beginning, we literally would hop on the phone, meet people in person for like 20 minutes, every single person who signed up, and we figured out where they came from, why they came, and what they were looking for and how we could help them be successful. So literally my entire day would be filled with like 8 to 15, like 20-minute calls. There would be like full days back to back to back. And we did this for the first few hundred people who signed up for our platform. So that's one thing. And so in finding out where these people came from, we found that a lot of the students like heard about us through their women in business societies or like women in computer science. And so we started reaching out to these club leaders instead of going to the schools directly. We were on the brink of being students and founders, right? So we had just had that student experience of the classic, this is an entry-level job. You need 5 years of experience to get this entry-level job.
The chicken egg situation.
Yeah. And on top of that, you need to have a business degree. Most people don't have a business degree, but are potentially interested in going to business. And so we would find these leaders. And at the very beginning, I spoke at like every club that I could get myself into. And I talked to every club and I would tell them my story. Like, yeah, I'm a medical science student, have no traditional expertise or schooling in business, and now started my own company. And this is how, and you could too. And it was the same thing, is how can we make sure that our personal stories and my very real mission that hasn't changed really is relayed to these people so that they know that we're building this platform for them. And we're building this platform in a way that is going to work because we understand the problem. And we have lived through it like very, very recently. And we got ourselves out of it. And so we took a very personal approach that I think really helped us at the beginning, because people invested in us as founders, and told their friends too. And when they told their friends, they would, like, whoever you were, either you were a student or a founder, you had my email, you would CC your friend and be like, you should meet with Michelle. And no matter who you were, I would call you and be like, this is why.
Wow.
And so I think those people that we called at the very beginning, obviously it wasn't scalable because I actually had to do work later. Obviously it wasn't scalable, but you do the things that are unscalable first in order to do things that are scalable in the future. And those people became our top advocates that were our network effect to reach out to their friends saying, yeah, Michelle doesn't have time anymore, but I can tell you about this. And it was definitely a really powerful engine for us.
Wow. I'm so impressed with how hands-on you were. By the way, that one quote that you just said, you have to do the unscalable things first to be able to do the scalable things later. That is so brilliant. We're going to definitely pull that out, put it on Instagram. It needs to be reshared more. I think that is such a great piece to highlight in this world of increasing automation, instant gratification, and even the focus on systems and, explosive growth and all the stories that you hear in the media. I think people need to hear the stories of the one-on-one, I just picked up the phone and called, my best friend and said, hey, can you introduce me to 2 other people who might be interested in this, right? And building from there. I think that's really, really impressive.